set the tone early.
We're the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Lots of enthusiasm around that presentation of the Star-Spangled Banner. And we've got one more coming up. Stay tuned. And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Chris Weber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
Well, Coach Mike Malone had this to say about his understated superstar, Nikola Jokic. Malone said he's truly beloved by all his teammates. No ego, a little bit goofy, doesn't take himself too seriously, and with his success, he's still the same kid. That's why everybody cares about him and
the Nuggets lucky to have him. Thanks, David. And let's check out a breakdown, looking at some stats for Howard.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Rose is out there with cool hands, and it's LeBron at the 3, the small forward. And for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Little out there with T.J. McConnell. And Vanderbilt in at the power forward. We're getting into a new season, and we're seeing teams with that injury bug early on.
Yeah, Kevin, don't you just hate to see it? So hopefully those guys come back healthy. And man, you hate seeing that, but I tell you what, again, injuries can always also have a positive effect. If you get that injured player back, let's just think you get to give guys time that didn't get that much time before. So they're getting kind of 2 seasons within one. The playoffs come, you get that healthy player back, and by the way, you have a guy that you've developed off the bench, and now you have a deeper team, a little more depth.
Here is Forbes. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Vanderbilt's shot is good. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. And here's Little. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah. McConnell with it, working on Rose. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
So it's Denver now, after the basket by Los Angeles. Forbes the pass to McConnell. Back to Forbes. Good. And McConnell gets the assist.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
James with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Lock at 6. Jokic kicks to Forbes. Rose with the double team. On deep. Forbes can't get it to go.
When the deep forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Here is Forbes. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Utah. Rose passes to cool hands, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
I mean, they went into that one with the thought that they may have a chance. No.
Well, Greg, no matter what their mindset was, that was going to be a very tough task. Let's face it, they don't have the horses to compete with those guys.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And then for Los Angeles, Leonard, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Jonah Bolden comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Anthony subbed in for LeBron.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the game. That's good from cool hands. McLemore's checked in for Derrick Rose. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Right, the pass to Howard. Here's Trier, guarded by McLemore. Here's Trier to the right side. Right for three. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. .121 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Carmelo. Down low. Here's Cool Hands. Pass to Leonard. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
And right, here we go. Lays it up off the glass. Wright's got 5 now.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
The pass to McLemore. Shot clock at 6. The 3. That shot off. And the Nuggets going the other way. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. The kick out to Barton. Steps back and fires. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This the first chance to take a look at the Nuggets this season.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
And we'll see what, or if anything has changed this year. Maybe it's still a matchup of the haves and have-nots. Or maybe the playing field's a little more even.
It's all tied in Denver. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion or love. That is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. There's like, I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
And basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you from the Nuggets in this one?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
The defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
They got Wright. Howard is out there with Trier. Then it's Will Barton. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, cool hands in that last outing against the Spurs got the job done. He had 35 points, and he continued to connect from the foul line and the three-point line throughout the game. And he really dominated the game. He looked like he could do whatever he wanted. Let's see if he can repeat that kind of performance. Kevin?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the court.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Jokic comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Little in for DeLon Wright. Trier passes to Little. We often talk about problems between the players and fans. I'm sure there are some things that fans do, Chris, that players do appreciate.
Oh, yeah, Kev. And you know what we really appreciate? The good trash-talking fans.
Oh, really?
Clean trash-talking fans. However, you suck. You can't shoot. So what? You just dunked on the whole team. Like, don't stop in the first quarter, good fans. You know, keep on when I'm giving it to you all game long. So you love that. You love the crowds, too, that don't need to be hyped up by a PA guy. You love the ones that are just so sincere. When they see that kissing camera come on, they go crazy, or they're just cheering for both teams and great plays, though they want their teams to win. And you love, again, the creative heckler, the one that had to think about it the day before, like the ones that comes in with the sign and it's a picture of you crying or look like you're crying with words under, like, hey, you didn't get asked to prom today, or the face on Chris after he missed the shot. You love that because it is a great relationship. Don't be fooled, and you know this, Kevin. It's a great relationship between players and the fans, and we need those fans to heckle us, because when you heckle the best players, you usually get their best game.
For the Nuggets, Vanderbilt's checked in, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Alonzo Trier. The Lakers also making some changes. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for Bolden. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Antetokounmpo, and James subbed in for Joe Ingles. Knocked away. It's stolen by Little. Passes to Vanderbilt. Now, here's McConnell. Pass to Forbes. From downtown. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Pass to Kuzma. Shot on the wing. It's tipped. Here's Forbes. Got a piece of it. James outside. The Lakers rebound. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Coming out of high school, Kuzma was a very raw player, but his development was fast and furious at the college level, and he continued to get better once he entered the NBA. And at Utah, Kyle Kuzma restricted to more of a traditional power forward role. Now, the wide-open NBA style has unleashed his game.
The pass to Forbes. Now, Jokic over Davis. Jokic, no good.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
And Chris, really, a combo forward game for Kuzma. He's comfortable playing small forward as well.
But defensively, I think he's better on the wing. I mean, think about this. In high school, he was only 5'9" as a freshman. Man, did he grow. He has experience on the perimeter.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Both free throws good from cool hands. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's Jokic. Gets the 14-footer to fall. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
Oh, yeah, and that's just a good read on his part. And as usual, his mid-range jumper is on point.
And reportedly, LeBron James spends over $1 million a year just on training and maintaining his body.
Well, money well spent. I mean, for his age, the most minutes played in NBA history, he's doing everything possible to extend his prime.
DeLon Wright, he's checked in for T.J. McConnell. And the Lakers also making a switch. McLemore's checked in for Rose. Jokic, the shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Davis.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Right, looking around.
focused on the D on most possessions, but you can forget about him altogether.
Here's Cool Hands, guarded by Wright, and it's sent back by Jokic. Goes up the baseline, it's deflected. Forbes dishes to Wright, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Davis inside, Jokic defending. And with that, the Denver lead is cut back down to just 2 points. The basket there coming from Davis. Denver's gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game. Outstanding 75% mark.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some fouls.
Right outside. To the middle, trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. Lets it go with a 3. And it's Wright missing. He gets it up. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nuggets ahead, up 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. The Lakers trail. Taking a look at the Lakers. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Cool Hands is out there with Derrick Rose. And it's LeBron in at the small forward.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
McConnell kicks to Forbes. To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
The feed off the bounce is in just the right spot.
Lakers shooting well. 50% for the 4. Passes it to Cool Hands. And here's Kuzma. Lakers passing it around. Here's Cool Hands. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it, but for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the play for their fans, but we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
The wide open shot by Little. He goes up again. Vanderbilt's shot is good.
Timeout, timeout.
Now it's a 6-point Denver lead.
Nice and steady so far in the second half. They're 3 for 4.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coaches will let them know that.
Jonah Bolden's checked in for the Lakers. Let's check out the NBA's top producers from three-point land. Jokic is second.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
With the teardrop, it's deflected. To the paint, here's Vanderbilt, and the layup's good off the glass. Vanderbilt's got the lead up to 8 now for Denver.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Rose against Barton. Rose kicks to James. Here's Cool Hands. 12 points for him. Count the basket. Cool Hands got 4 points this quarter.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Barton passes to Vanderbilt. Here's the lob to the hoop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. James. And James throws it down.
And that was the play to make. Rose making the right read.
Pass to Jokic. Here's Vanderbilt. Taken away. It's 2-on-1. Cool hands passes to LeBron. And another basket for the Lakers.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
Barton against Rose. Pass to Trier. It's stolen. For the tie. And there's the nice layup by Rose. Rose has got it all tied up now for the Lakers.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, it's taken on a different feel since the break. You can see how many more hustle plays are being made.
Barton surveying the floor. 6 to shoot. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Antetokounmpo comes in for Jonah Bolden, and Anthony subbed in for James.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Well, with his face-up game, Myers Leonard comfortable playing at power forward or center.
Yeah, Kevin, if you look at the muscle he's added, he sure looks like a pivot. And 7'1", solid, 260. The hammer. Well, that's at least what he calls himself. He's ready to bang.
Right against Rose. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Little, he's checked in for Denver. T.J. McConnell comes in for Alonzo Trier. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Los Angeles. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Popped up there for Howard. Leonard with the steal. To the inside. Deflects the pass. Antetokounmpo dishes to Carmelo. Here's Cool Hands. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Cool Hands, and he dunks it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And Ben Gregg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Oh, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
From deep three-point range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They got Wright. He's out there with T.J. McConnell. Howard is out there with Little. That's the group on the floor for Denver. A shot by McConnell, no good. Los Angeles leading by 3.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting, you do your best, and you live with the results.
And the pass to Howard. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the left side wing. Kuzma passes to Cool Hands. Back to Kuzma. Now, here's Ingles. D right on him. Rebound by the Nuggets. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Here's Little. Uses the glass to finish the work.
Timeout.
Yeah, clutch play there. No reason to risk the jumper when you can get to the rack.
No, he's reading the defense, sensing the opening. He doesn't hesitate.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And even though Chris Whitehouse won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin, you better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Davis is checked in for Myers Leonard. LeBron comes in for Joe Ingles. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Antetokounmpo. And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Jokic finds McConnell. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's an unforced error. That will drive a coach crazy. You got to play heads up out there.
Loads it up for Davis. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Little. Kuzma pulls it in. Lakers leading by 3. Down low, Cool Hands. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Jokic. First one calls for. Los Angeles making a switch here. Bolden's checked in. Both free throws good from Cool Hands. Now McConnell. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. For the 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
Oh, they get away with it here, but that's not a shot you should ever do. They've got this lead because he's at the top of his game. He has been the story tonight.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
It's stolen by Davis. Outside Rose. There's the feed to James. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists now in the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Now, here's McConnell. Passes it to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Little. He's guarded by Davis. And Davis sends it back. A finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're down by 11. 1:56 left in the 4th quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Cool Hands.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Event has grown.
Oh, how about this year? The Chinese, the Croatian national team. I mean, come on. This is a global game, and we're bringing all of them to Vegas to let fans go up in there and watch them and watch rookies at a young, early age and see the best players. I mean, this is awesome. You gotta love how forward-thinking the NBA is. This is really cool to watch.
It is. Here's Jokic. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. James looking around. Pass to Cool Hands. Clock at 6. There's the 3. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Here's Davis. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Lakers.
Great, generous ball movement tonight. A thing of beauty.
Yeah, a remarkable team effort. They got everyone involved.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Cool Hands.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
6-second difference between shot and game clock. McConnell kicks to Forbes. Looking to end his cold spell. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That free throw missing. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They weren't at all by the opposing fans.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Hey, Kenny here, man. Great game. Nothing anyone could do to slow you down. When did you first start to feel that this was going to be your night?
About halfway through warm-ups, man. There was a little tingle in the air, a little sizzle. No, Jet, man. Honestly, man, I know you've had these nights, man. I watched basketball classics. Your game was legit. And that's why the fans love you then, and that's why they love me now.
This is Hank and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official